Hi, it's Maddie,
Maya,
and Liv, and welcome to
Dissection Essentials Video 1.
This video is on the physiology and anatomy of a lamprey and squid.
The squid is an invertebrate and the lamprey is a vertebrate, and both of these organisms live in the water. Therefore, they have some similarities, but like all organisms, they have differences as well.
The integumentary system consists of the skin. This organ system is mainly for protection while having other roles as well.
For the squid pictured on the left, you will notice that the skin is thick and flexible. A squid's skin changes color to suit its environment. The underside is also lighter than the top as a means of camouflage. Both of these characteristics are a way that the squid protects itself from predators while also keeping itself hidden from its prey. The skin for a squid also is the first line of defense to protect itself from pathogens that could potentially enter the body. This is the same role that the skin plays in a lamprey. However, the skin of a lamprey is very thin and almost paper-like, as shown in the picture on the right.
The next organ system is the digestive system. The role of this system is to break down food into small molecules, which are then absorbed into the rest of the body.
The mouth is where food and water enters the body. As seen on the left is the mouth of the squid, and on the right is the mouth of a lamprey. To obtain its food, a squid surrounds its food with its tentacles, like a suction cup. Once all of the food is gathered, the radula helps to push the food down the throat. In contrast, the lamprey is a parasite to the other fish around it. As a result, the lamprey attaches onto its victim and sucks the blood into its body. Another difference in the mouth between the two specimens is the location. The squid's mouth is located in between its tentacles, and the lamprey's is located on the front of its head.
The radula is only present in the squid, which is the only picture seen on the slide, and its function is like a tongue and forces food particles down the squid's throat. It's small and plastic-like. The food that is unwanted in the body is then sent to the intestines. The intestines continue to compress the unwanted nutrients to prepare for excretion into the anus. As seen on the right, the intestine of the lamprey is connected to the liver and leads straight to the anus. It is only a long, tiny, string-like structure because the materials digested are not large and complex in a lamprey. Pictured on the left is the intestine of the squid, which is a little larger because of the complexity of the nutrients the squid intakes.
After the nutrients pass through the intestine, they are excreted to the anus. The anus is the opening in which all involuntary waste exits the body. As you look up to your left, you will see the anus of a squid, and on the right, the anus of a lamprey. In both the squid and the lamprey, they have the same purpose and are tube-like structures.
The stomach is only located in the squid as well, and its function is to break down food by releasing acids. It looks like a shiny white sac that connects to the stomach pouch, or otherwise known as the cecum, and is the area where digestion of food begins. The digested material is sent to the bloodstream to complete the cellular work and provide energy for the process that needed to be done in the body.
Once the food is passed through the throat, it enters into the esophagus. The esophagus is basically a tube that leads from the mouth to the stomach in order for digestion to occur. Both pictures clearly represent this organ, in the squid on the left and the lamprey on the right.
After the food is completely digested, the last step is for it to enter the liver, where it can be stored for later use. When the blood sugar level goes down in the future, the liver releases the food once again so the body can get the energy that is needed.
All organisms have one thing in common, and it is to excrete unwanted nutrients and materials out of the body, and this is exactly what the excretory system is for.
In a squid, before the unwanted materials are excreted from the anus, it enters into the mantle, which is a cavity that surrounds all the organ system and is surrounded by the skin.
The kidneys are present in order to extract waste from the blood, balance body fluids, form urine, and aid in other important functions in the body. In a squid and in a lamprey, the kidney uses water that enters the body along with removed waste from the blood to form urine that is then excreted through the anus.
The circulatory system is the reason every organism survives. It is the system that contains the heart and the gills for both squid and lamprey. The squid's circulatory system contains two hearts, one being the branchial heart and the other being the systematic heart. The lamprey quote-unquote breathes by extracting present oxygen in water. There are 7 gill pouches in its respiratory tube, and each pouch contains the fine feather-like lamella. This increases its surface area and contains the small capillary beds that extract oxygen. Both squid and lamprey have open circulatory systems, which means their blood and lymph mix.
The two types of hearts a squid contains are the branchial and systematic hearts. The branchial heart, which is indicated by a red star, pumps oxygen-poor blood to gills. The systematic heart, indicated by a yellow star, pumps oxygen-rich blood to other organs in the body through arteries. The lamprey heart possesses 2 ridges in the conus, which is the tapered lower end of the spinal cord. The lamprey heart is ball-like and squishy. The systematic heart looks similar to the liver, while the branchial heart looks somewhat like a set of human lungs.
The gills of a squid are located inside the mantle next to the liver and are indicated by the black circle as shown in the picture. On the other hand, the gills of the lamprey are present all throughout the body of the lamprey below the esophagus. The function of the gills in a squid is to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. The lamprey gills pump water in and out in order to breathe while feeding.
An organism's main objective in life is to reproduce and pass on its genes to its offspring. As a result, the reproductive system was a huge part of the specimens we dissected. Both of our specimens were females.
The sea lamprey migrates from the ocean to fresh water specifically to reproduce. When they enter the fresh water to spawn, they stop feeding, so they are not a threat to inland fish. All of their reserved energy is saved for spawning, which occurs in the spring. Upon depositing the eggs and sperm in a nest, the adults die. The unattended eggs hatch about 2 weeks later. Larva drifts downstream, eventually burrowing into a sandy or silty area. The young lamprey remain in fresh water for up to 10 years when they migrate to the ocean. It is in the ocean that the lamprey becomes parasitic. They use their sucking discs lined with rows of teeth to extract body fluids from a host fish. Their ocean phase lasts 1 to 2 years. Sea lamprey can grow up to 1.2 meters in length and weigh up to 2.5 kilograms.
Squid have an interesting way of reproducing. Through careful research and process has been observed, it is the same way for many different species of squid out there. When it is time for mating to occur, there are large schools of males and females. The process of attracting males begins in the morning. Around dawn, they can be seen swimming rapidly in very large circles. The females join in the circle and swim. Initially, it may seem very strange and out of control. However, as time goes by, you will start to notice that these squid are now swimming in pairs as they go around. These are the couples that have linked up for mating to take place. The males have changing colors on them, which is what attracts the females to take them. Once a female has shown an interest and mating takes place. There are some known breeds out there where mating will take place. Prior to the mating beginning, some squid will swim long distance to take part of it. The entire process is actually quite fascinating for researchers to follow. The male can be very aggressive too when it comes to finding a female to mate with. While you can't see it by looking at the females, they have an ink sac hidden underneath the set of glands in the gills. This serves as a protection shell for the eggs she will produce. During the mating process, the sperm from the males are placed inside the sac where they will fertilize her egg. When you look closely at the arms of the squid, you will notice that male has one that is shorter than the rest. This is what is used to place the sperm into the female.
The reproductive system of a squid is made up of the mantle and either the testes or ovaries, depending on the sex of it, while the reproductive system of a lamprey just contains either the testes or the ovaries. In the late winter, a lamprey's main priority is to reproduce. As a result, it does not eat anything and instead gets its energy from stored food in the liver. Also, the reproductive system increases in size while all other organs in the body decrease in size. In fact, a lamprey's body consists of 60% eggs in a female. On the other hand, a squid reproduces whenever it can, and its reproductive system as a whole stays consistent in size throughout its lifetime.
Another factor that a squid has in its reproductive system is the mantle. This also plays a role in the excretory system, as mentioned before. Once the ovaries make eggs, they are released into the mantle where they are stored and prepared for a sperm to combine with them.
Because both our specimens were female, there is no possible way there are testes. Therefore, this means they have ovaries, which was the obvious reason to our conclusion that they were both female. The ovaries have two purposes in both squid and lamprey. These purposes are to produce female sex hormones, resulting in puberty, and to produce ova, also called egg cells, which are the female reproductive cells.
All in all, it can be concluded that the squid and the lamprey have many organs in common. For example, both of our specimens have an esophagus, liver, intestines, kidney, and anus. For each of these organs is also vital in survival for many organisms. Also, both squid and lamprey have a set of heart and gills. However, just like every organism, the squid and lamprey have many differences as well. The main difference is the fact that the squid is an invertebrate and the lamprey is a vertebrate. Another difference is in their circulatory system. While a lamprey only has one heart that pumps all the blood into its body, as a squid has two. Finally, their means of reproduction is very diverse. Just like the means of reproduction is very diverse between human and a fish.
So that was the physiology and anatomy of a lamprey and squid.
Thanks for watching, and I hope that was helpful.